Hey everybody, out here on another hike through. This time it's now going to be Morgan Park out here in Arcadia. So I've been out here a couple times. It's been pretty nice park. I was put onto this by there goes a hawk. I've heard him out here with me as well. I was put onto Morgan Park by a couple of photo students, and I decided to come check it out. I've been out here a couple of times before, but today it's been very quiet. I was the third car in the parking lot. So, and I only passed like 2 people, and they're all walking their dogs, and they've been beyond nice. They're like, "Where are you looking for?" So, the big, wooden bridge, and they're like, "Well, just so you know, you're going the long way." And I said, "That's great. Many of you know I could use a little walk, but anyway, here's the bridge. You can kind of see back there. It's pretty cool. I'll put a link on the video here so you guys can see the blog post I've done a couple years ago. But there's a photo I want to get that's actually back this way, and you might be thinking, what in the world? Cypress tree, pretty cool. The only thing that's a little nerve-wracking about doing this is if I kind of tilt the camera so you guys can see, there's like a little placard back there. If I back up a couple steps, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but that says American alligator. So yes, there are alligators in the vicinity. This park is actually right on the Peace River, which is one of the big rivers in this part of southwest Florida. Feeds the aquifer to a lot of people. So yeah, so we'll check this out, and I'll show you how it gets set up and everything. Okay, so I thought I'd just video this on the way in. We'll see what happens, but anyway, there's our American alligator sign. That's awesome. It's, what can I tell you? Some days I'm smarter than others, but anyway, so here's the bridge just to give you an idea, and there seems to be a little path that goes down here, so we'll see how this here goes. It's always nice when you got 40 pounds of stuff on you. Alright, there's the underside of the bridge. It's pretty cool. Again, I photographed under there. Lots of friends with spiders and bugs if you're into that, but today I'm on for something else, so we'll see what happens here. After the cypress tree here in the back, you might see these little things sticking out of the ground. If you're not sure what those are called cypress knees. It's actually the root system. Pretty cool. Alright, I just gotta watch and make sure I don't run into any spiders. Not that I'm spider phobic, but why take a face plant if you don't have to? Alright, here we go. And good, the light's on this. So this cypress tree kind of here in the middle, and I'll kind of pan so you can kind of see. This is the shot I wanted to get, and if you kind of see at the bottom where it's a little bit lighter color, that's actually the watermark. And I'm 6'4", and that ring has got to be at least as tall as I am. So in the summertime, forget trying to get this photo unless you want to be underwater. So alright, I'm going to look around, get a composition, and I'll be right back with you here. Okay, so I just finished up exposing for the scene. The shadows I metered was 8 seconds at f/45.7, so we'll say 3/4 of a stop. And the highlights, let me double check my notes here. I'll show you what I came up with here for my little notebook. So here we go. It looks like, geez, I should be a doctor. Highlights were actually 1/2 second at 45 1/3. Looks like the shadows were 8 seconds at f/45 3/4 of a stop. And you can see the average and the ambient. Now the exposed I need to change, because I did decide, since the shadows was at 8 seconds, to put, and that's at zone 5. So to darken it up, I went ahead and exposed or decided to use 4 seconds. And I checked with reciprocity timer, and it's telling me that I actually needed to expose at 8 seconds to get a 4-second exposure, because I guess that's just the way the film is. Speaking of film, I'm using a new type of film. I'm using the Ilford FP4 Plus. I have not used it yet. me and Delta 100 have been having a love-hate relationship lately, so I went ahead and got the FP4 Plus, and I also bought some D76 developer. And what I did was I took 2 shots. Let's see if I can get this undone here so you guys can kind of see the back of the camera. I left this on here for a reason. So I took 2 shots in case I screw up the developing, then I can have another go at it. But just to give you an idea of what the scene looks like on the back, I'll see if this will work. So I'm just going to go to the front. Keep tripping over these little cypress knee things. So I'm going to open up the lens, which is this guy right here. And now we should have a hole in there. Let me just open this up to f5.6 or else it's going to be really dark in there. There we go. Okay. So I'll put the cloth over this and hopefully you guys can see. Let me get back far enough. You guys see that? It's upside down backwards, but after I kind of get used to it. We really need to hire a production crew. I'll tell you, we need a big budget for this show. So there you go. Kind of get an idea of the scene. So there we go. We'll see what happens. Alright, so Morgan Park, pretty cool place. Lots of trails to walk. A lot of it is paved, which is nice, so it's accessible for everyone. The grass is kept really nice for the part that's not paved. So if you're in the area, you might want to check it out. You can see them. Obviously, we're off the beaten path a little bit, but right over here, if I pan this way, you'll be able to see there's the bridge back there, so we're not that far off. But really quiet, really nice place. Bring your lunch. Up front they've got place for barbecues and if you want to rent out pavilions and things like that. So pretty nice. All right, catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.